Hi YouTube, this is Super Person, and I'm here to make another video. I think I say that at the beginning of every single thing, not just the Super Person thing, but I'm here to make another video thing. It's kind of repetitive, isn't it? Whatever. I'm here to make another video. Yeah, I know I've been doing a lot back to back, but that's mostly just because I have the house to myself and I can talk about this kind of stuff without family being involved. You know, not that lucid dreaming's a weird topic, but like the other kin thing, that's an out there topic. So after this video, since I will not be alone again for a while, it'll be a little bit before I make another video. So it'll be at least a week before I make another video, guaranteed. So this is my last one, and just to kind of explain why I'm doing them back to back. Now this one, just on a random note, I got my hair cut, if that's not obvious enough. See? Shorter. The reason why? I'm glad you asked, YouTube, because I know you're so curious. Well, one, I had a dream about it, and I, take dreams and as a do something kind of thing. So the dream was about me getting my hair cut, and I woke up like, that's weird. That was a weird dream to have. I don't know why. I wasn't even thinking about getting my hair cut at all, but randomly I had a dream about it. And I was like, okay, so I went ahead and got my hair cut like I did in the dream, hence the short. It's also slightly because of the other Kim thing. I found that the more I awaken to it and the more I get connected to my dragon side, the more my hair bothers me. Especially long hair, because I feel like hair is very unnatural nowadays. It's a weird thing. Yeah, so I feel like my hair is like a in my way kind of thing. I can't be bald because I'm a human and that would look weird. So short, I'm trying short. I think it looks okay. I wouldn't say it's like my favorite haircut. I wouldn't say it looks bad. I would say it looks like a haircut. Not horrible. Tell me what you guys think. You think it looks okay? It's shorter. I like how it's shorter. Like, I like the shortness. That's the best part about it. So, anyway, back to, like, the topic at hand here for my last video for a week. I can do fish videos because that's different. I can do like a update for the fish ones, but anything about this stuff will have to wait for a week. Yes. So this video is going to be on the subject that you would think I'm an expert at because I do it enough. It's not lucid dreaming. It's I'm not an expert at lucid dreaming by any means. Because, for example, I tried lucid dream today. Failed horribly. Horribly. Like, I did everything I wanted to do everything I could of the lucid dream, but I made it more likely that I would. I got, like, 10 hours of sleep. Woke up, went back to bed. I didn't do the wake back to bed thing, but I woke up constantly. And the more times I wake up, the more likely I am to do the lucid dreaming thing. But, nope. Did not have a lucid dream. I had a dream. Something about getting my hair cut. My dream the other day was about Michael's and me working there. I can't remember what else my dream was today. It wasn't very interesting. Anyway, but the subject I want to do that I think, once again, I'm not an expert at, you think I would be, is meditating. I, meditate, and I meditate frequently enough. More than I lucid dream, if that helps. Like, say I'm good or not. And I do that because, well, I really like meditating. I think everyone should meditate. And it's not easy. Like, if you're watching this and you've never meditated before and you can't do it, I feel for you. I really do. Because I know how it is to meditate, to not be able to do it. It took me, forever to do it. And once again, I don't know what I've mentioned in previous videos, because it's been like a year since I started this, but, I could never meditate before I met my guide. After that one lucid dream where I learned his name and he talked to me, ever since then, I consider I had an awakening in a lot of ways. And okay, this is a term I'm not sure if you guys know about or what this even means. There's something called a spiritual awakening. Not just an otherkin thing, but they call it a spiritual awakening. And a lot of changes happen after that happens. You become more aware of the spiritual side. You could there's lots of side effects to it or something. One of them can be weight changes. Another one can be emotional distress where your emotions go up and down really easily, almost like bipolar. Being able to meditate can be one where you didn't do it before. It's a weird thing. Look up spiritual awakening if you're curious about it. I don't know much about it, but I'm fairly certain right after that happened, because before I met my guide and all that, I tried meditating. I lucid dreamed very infrequently, like it was like once a year or two, if that. I never lucid dreamed. Ever. Before, really. But after, like, he randomly came in my dream, I, like, awoken. And that's when the otherkin thing started to get important. Like, that's when, like, that just, like, became extremely, like, in my face. Like, it was like, there, you're this, deal with it. Like, it just kind of surfaced. So I had, like, an otherkin awakening along with the Therian one. I mean, the spiritual one in one. It was really weird. So ever since then, I've just been able to meditate, and I've been able to lucid dream, and I've been able to talk to my guide and other people's guides and see random crazy crap, like ghosts and shimmers and shadows and what else? Yeah, lots of creepy crap. Well, no, the shimmers and stuff aren't creepy, but, you know, when you're alone in the house and you see something fly by, and you know it's nothing fun, you know, it's kind of creepy. But, yeah, so, like, I understand if you never meditated before. I couldn't do it before. Like, I still don't 100% know why I can do it, except maybe I'm just, like, throwing it together saying it's because of an awakening. That's all I can think of, because I have no idea why I can do it now. And I'm really bad at explaining it to others. Like, for example, my younger brother. Hi, if you're watching this. Hi. He cannot meditate. And he's sort of in the position I was before everything happened. And I feel bad for him, because there's not much I can't say anything to you guys or to him that'll push you guys to just do it. Like, I can explain how to do it, but it's something like inner. There's some spiritual thing that has to click before you can do it. And I cannot force it to happen. I think you have to have an awakening, or you have to, I don't know. Like, lucid dreaming is one thing, but like meditating and talking to your guide and doing all that other crazy crap, whole other beast. And there's nothing I can say to make that happen. I can say why it happens, how I think it happens, ways I made it to kind of make it happen, or what happened to me. But I can't make you meditate well, and I can't make you lucid dream well. Yeah. So, on the meditating thing, because it's already 8 minutes long, to meditate, I'm just going to assume you've never done it before. And if so, I'm going to try and tell you how I do it. And once again, I can't, like, make you do it, but I can tell you how I do it and hope that you can, like, take what I'm saying and apply it, and maybe it will work for you. Not saying you have to have a spiritual awakening to meditate. I'm saying I did, I think, and it just exploded, and now I can do this stuff. You know, maybe you already sort of know how to meditate. I don't know. I'm just going to tell you what I do, and hopefully this helps you. It's not even really that hard. Yeah, I know. This is, like, what annoys my brother so much is, my explanation for meditating is I'm like, just sit down and meditate. He's like, I can't do that. I'm like, he's like, I don't understand how to do that. I'm like, just sit down. Straight back. Hands in your lap. Meditate. And he's like, that doesn't help me any. And I'm like, that's all I can explain to you guys. It's not, I'm like, that's all I can say. That's all I do. It's really horrible. I'm at that level where I'm like, I can't verbally explain to him what I'm really doing. I'm just kind of like, I'm meditating. Just do it. I'm like, just do it. It's that easy. But I'll try and explain it to you, and to you, my brother, if you're watching. Try not to use names. So basically to meditate, what I do at least, is, it doesn't have to be a particular time of day. I found that meditating at nighttime before bed is extremely difficult, because all your mind will try and do, like, when you get to a certain point, when you meditate, your mind will slow down. It's a weird thing to describe. It's, you can clearly feel your brainwaves slowing. Sort of how like when you go before bed, you kind of tell you're getting into sleep mode. Well, meditation mode has like its own thing. And you'll feel your mind. Like when you're done, you'll realize you meditated because everything will be slow and you'll not be groggy, but you'll be calm. It's a really confusing thing. And when you do this at night, don't do it at night. Don't. When you start doing the whole like slowing down your mind thing to meditate, you're starting to get to that calm. Instead of just stopping at that layer of calm that you should be in meditation, not tired, just calm and relaxed and at ease. It's a weird spot you get into. You keep going, and you keep going to sleep. And eventually you're so tired sitting there in your bed, like sitting up to do this, you just fall over like, I'm too tired to do this, and you go to sleep. Because your mind is like, well, you're already getting calm. And it's like, well, you're getting calm, and it's time for us to go to bed, so we're just going to go to bed then. And your mind puts you to bed. So, advice 1, please don't do it at night. It doesn't matter really the time of day except for night. Morning, they say, is really good. I've done it like once or twice in the morning. Most of the time I do it in the afternoon. It's like a nap. Think of meditating as a nap. Like, do meditating instead of a nap. I find it so much easier to nap. So time of day isn't important, just don't do it at night. And if you would do it, I do it in the middle of the day. Okay, so that's the time of day. After you pick a good time of day you want to do it, find somewhere comfortable to sit. Don't lay down. Laying down is very hard to do. I can lay down and do it, but it is so 50-50 if it goes anywhere. It takes a lot longer to get into the meditation. I don't see things as clearly. It can be very powerful. Laying down once can be extremely powerful if you do it right, at least in my experience. But they're so hard to get into it. Your mind is so confused on sleeping or meditating. Even if you're not at night and you're not at nighttime for sleep time, even then laying down so confuses my body where it's like, it starts to go further than that calm point. It goes, oh, well, you're laying down. Let's just go further. I'm like, no, don't go further. And most of the time I just lay there and I don't really see anything, hear anything. I just suggest don't lay down. So find somewhere comfortable and sit up. It can be on a couch. You can lean against a wall. Having your back straight isn't like 100% necessary. I can do it with or without, but it seems like you get better results with your back straight. Like you can meditate either or, but it's more comfortable, I think, to sit with your back straight. And if you're not good with the whole sitting with your back straight, I suggest sitting against a wall. Like sit against a wall so that you're still sitting up straight, but your back is sort of leaning on the wall. So it's forcing you to almost sit up straight. Or stick a pillow behind you or something to kind of make you sit up straight. So find that comfortable spot, sit straight, sit Indian style, or cross-legged, or whatever you want to call it. And I usually just put my hands in my lap like this. I just kind of cup them, and I sit them in my lap. That's it. Just cup and sit, and I just kind of relax. And you just kind of sit there, and you breathe. You don't have to really... A lot of people say focus a lot on your breath, and I really don't have to. I don't have to think about my breath. I don't have to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like in-out thing. You just sit there. And you can do that. It does help if your mind is like super chatty, but just kind of sit there and relax and breathe. You can do deep breaths. Don't need to. Just do whatever feels comfortable. Don't feel like you're forced to do anything. This is all about what feels relaxing to you. If you breathe fast and that's relaxing to you, go ahead. Just sit there and breathe with that position, back straight, eyes closed, breathing, and just keep doing this. And just keep breathing, and eyes are closed, and you just kind of do that for a while, and eventually you'll sort of feel your mind shifting gears. Once again, this is what I feel. And I don't know it's what everyone feels, but it's all I can say. You'll sort of feel your mind going lower, like you would going to sleep. But it stops at that point. And when it gets near that point where it's going to stop, your mind, or my mind, will typically start to go places. It will start to hear things, see things. It almost becomes like a daydream, but the daydream almost becomes like a real dream. Does that make any sense? Like, there's different types of meditations. There's ones where you just sit there and you relax and use it just to clear your mind and just to relax. And I do those. And then there's some that you do with visualization, when you go in for an answer, to see someone, or just to experience something. I do those a lot more. And you think visualization meditation, like it's all about seeing things, and that's right. But don't feel like you have to force something to come. You don't have to go, well, I need, you know, don't try and force an image to come to your head. Like, you're thinking, well, I want to go to a city in my head. I want to imagine a city hardcore. Don't do that. Let your mind create it. It's almost dreamlike, where let your mind pick the location. And because I'm a spiritual person, I assume my mind is picking it for a purpose. So if it goes, you're in a city today, I go, I'm in a city today. Why am I in this random city? I don't know. And when you start visualizing, your mind will be in that, you know, that locked in place. Everything will start to be very fuzzy. It's not clear like a lucid dream. It's almost like daydreaming. It's a very weird mix between daydreaming and dreaming. Like, it isn't as vague as daydreaming is. It's almost solid like a dream, but it's not that clear. You are sort of daydreaming it, but you're also dreaming it. It's really, really confusing. Sometimes they're really clear, and it's really weird. Other days, it's not. But just kind of let the image come to your mind. Don't force anything. Just let it come to your mind. Like with me, most of the time I go to a field. I have like this island I go to. I don't know why. It just seems like there is an island thing. I think it's an island. There's water on at least two sides. If it's not an island, it's whatever you call it. Peninsula? No? Whatever. It's whatever you call it. So it's something. My mind goes there. And I don't force it to go there. I can't force my mind to do anything in a meditation. I've tried. Like, if I want to go to a city just to mix up the island thing, I'll go, I'm going to go to a city. You know what happens? I open my eyes, in the meditation, I see myself sitting on grass. And I'm like, but I really wanted to go to a city. Well, that's too bad. Really, really too bad. And in this, like, when you start visualizing things, and you start seeing, like, you know, the grass, try and feel the grass. If you want to make this stable, think of it like a lucid dream. You want to immerse yourself in that location. So the first thing I do is when you open your eyes, not your eyes in real life, like when you open your visualized eyes, you'll see, oddly, whatever image is around you. Take that image in. Really try and see that as well as you can. Feel the wind on your face. Feel your hair. Feel the sunlight. Feel the snow wherever you're at. Smell the environment. Hear the sounds. Visualization's a weird thing. You get better with it at times, I will say that. Or your mind gets easier at doing it. I wouldn't say it's so much you get better as it just your mind gets more attuned to it. I think it's somewhat the awakening thing. Like, the more awakened you are, the better your mind is at doing this stuff. But, like, okay, when you open your eyes and you're doing all this sensing thing, like, look at your hands like you would in a lucid dream. Look at them. They won't look weird like a lucid dream. They'll look like your hands. They don't do that weird thing where they have 6 fingers or they're double vision like mine does. They'll look like hands. Like, touch them together. Look at your clothes. What are you wearing? Try and take in the note. Are you wearing the same clothes you were before, or did your outfit change in this meditative state? Where are you sitting? Are you on grass? Do you feel the grass? Is it cold underneath you? Is it damp? Are you wearing shoes or socks? Are you barefoot? You know, take these moments to immerse yourself deeper into it. The more you're deep into it, the longer it'll last, the more you'll hear and understand, and the more interesting it is, the clearer it becomes. It's just better that way. After you do that, you can get up and explore this environment your mind has created. Don't force anything to happen. Like, if you want to talk to a guide or anything, they're going to come if they're there, regardless if you want them to, or they're not going to come if they're there, regardless if you want them to. Their guides are totally on, they have their own free will, and you can't do much about it. Like, sometimes I'll go in there and he will be there. Other times he won't be there. Most of the time he just kind of chills. He's not there to say anything to me directly. He's just there to chill. Because we talk so often, it's not like we have big things to say to each other every time we talk. We've gotten to a point where me and him were sort of just kind of like friends. We'll just kind of sit there, enjoy each other's company while we're there. Like, this is fun. Because in my spiritual thing, I don't know if this is like totally grounded. As far as I know, he can only go in my meditative world hub thing that I see when I'm creating it. So he enjoys being there when I'm there to do it. because he likes seeing the ocean, he likes seeing the environment. It gives a break than from the astral plane or wherever he's at. So I know from what he's told me, he said that guides can only go there when you're creating it actively. Because it's not just a world that exists constantly, it's something you're not making up, but it's only there when you're there with it. It's weird. But wow, it's 20 minutes long. I love 20-minute videos, don't you guys? So get up, explore the world. If you want to talk to a guide, hopefully they'll come. You can ask. You can just look around. It's really fun just to look around. Like, are you in a city? Go into a building. Buildings have lots of fun things. Like one I did is I was in a city, and there's always, there'll be people walking by. I don't know if they're your subconscious or what the crap are when people are in your meditations. And I went to an art shop. Or a painting one. And it was an interesting one because when I walked inside, all the paintings were paintings from events in my life. And some were abstract, like distorted images of an event in my life. Some were big paintings that were detailed. Some were small. Some were photorealistic. Some were surreal. It was kind of weird. And see, that's an example of just looking around. Like, when you see a building, go in. And I just kind of went to that random building. And I looked at it, and it was kind of interesting. I was like, wow, these are interesting paintings. Did I learn anything? I mean, sort of. There was, this video's going to be long, but this was at the point where I mentioned, look at my DeviantArt, I wrote about it. Please go to my DeviantArt if you want to know more about this whole dog thing. My dog, generally, dog passed away, came back as a spirit, saw her spirit for a while. She came into a lucid dream at one point and said goodbye. Before she said goodbye, she used to come to my meditations here and there. Because she was still dealing with the fact she died, and she was trying to move on and, comprehend everything she was going through. And I told her she's welcome to hang out with me for as long as she needs to until she can move on. Yes. I know how crazy this sounds. But there's more about her in my DeviantArt. Like, I just wrote about it. I write journals in there about random spiritual crap, but I don't do here. Well, okay, I'm watching TV. I was gonna say, oh, well, she was with me in that. Like, she was, like, in the painting thing with me, and she was just kind of, like, looking around and commenting on different paintings and questioning what they were, and I would explain this was a painting representing this before she was around. And her comment was, it's weird. She said, this whole thing is weird. Or that death was weird, or the mind thing was weird. I remember commenting to her, yeah, it is. I said, it is weird, isn't it? Or it is confusing. But, the point of that is that when you're in your meditation, you're in these random environments and you're looking at things, not only your guide can come to you, as far as I have noticed, you can have other guides come to you, other people's spirit guides. If you're like, I don't know, I don't know why they come to me, they do. I think it's because I'm the only one that can see them, and they want to pass along information, or they answer questions I have about that individual, kind of thing. I don't know. So you may see other people's guides. You may see past pets if they're still around and they haven't, like, reincarnated, moved on, go wherever they go when they die, kind of thing. I don't know. So just kind of throwing out that you could see guides. You could see your other kin side if you're an other kin. You could see random spirits. You could see your subconscious creations. It's almost dreamlike in that sense. But yeah, when you're in this meditative spot, look around. Go into buildings if you're in cities. Go into coffee shops, almost like you would in a dream, like a lucid dream. Go into these buildings. Like when you're in the, if you're not in the city and you're in the forest, look around the forest. Go to different parts of the forest. If you're in the mountain, is there a cave in the mountain? Go in the mountain's cave. That kind of thing. You never know what you'll find. And after a while, when you're, the longest, meditations can last. They usually, like, to get to that point where it settles out and you can go into the meditation and start doing the visualization part, or your mind kind of wants to, usually takes about 10 minutes for me. And after that, I can usually do it, like, stay inside of it without my mind wandering and losing it for about 20 to 30 minutes. Like, it ranges, most of the time it's 10 minutes, that's long enough, my mind really starts to get annoyed at it and doesn't want to keep doing it. But sometimes I've had 20-minute long meditations, but those have been along with sounds. Like on YouTube where you have those, like, binaural beats, relaxing music ones, those seem to be able to extend my meditations longer. They don't make me meditate easier. It actually seems like it takes longer to get into it, but when I actually get to that point where it settles and my mind's at that point, I stay in it longer with the beats. So I totally suggest doing the beats if you want an extended one, or just to try them out to see how they affect you. Because some people have really big success with them using them for lucid dreams and meditations, and lucid dream-wise, they've not helped me at all, but meditation-wise, like I said, they extend the meditation, which is entertaining if I want to be there longer. But, okay, so after you're in the meditation, you're done. Usually you know when it's time for you to leave. It'll either fade, your mind will start wandering, and everything will start getting distorted and wrong, or you'll just kind of no longer see anything. It'll just cut off. Like, it'll be done. And you'll kind of open your eyes, and you should feel, if you meditated right, you should feel relaxed when you get done, calm, not so much tired. It's not like you're tired. You're almost to the point of being tired. You're just so relaxed. And you should feel that. And that's how you know you did a good meditation. And after that, you get up, you stretch, and you go about your day. And that's basically how I meditate. Yeah, 26 minutes. Wow, this really got intense. So that's basically how I meditate. I don't know if it'll, like I said, I don't know if this will work for everybody. I really hope it helps people meditate. Because I know how annoying it is to not be able to do it and want to. I tried for so long just sitting in my bed at night when I was like in high school, middle school, closing my eyes and breathing and doing the techniques I read and trying to visualize something, and nothing ever came. And I was so frustrated at that. Like, oh my God, so frustrated. It was so annoying. But, you know, I think when you get to a certain point, you can just do it. Like, if you do it once, you can do it forever. That's what if you can do that once, you are so set. So just keep doing it. Like, even if you don't see anything the first time, and you're still, you just want to get to that point. You don't need to visualize anything. You just want to get to that point where you feel your mind lower down, like the wavelengths, or whatever, your brain wavelengths. You want to feel it get relaxed enough to that point. When you feel yourself relaxing, and you're able to sit still for 10 or 15 minutes, you've meditated. You don't need to see anything. You don't need to hear anything. That is still meditating. Don't worry about the seeing things until later down the line. That's totally not important. And then, you know, when you do it more often, then you can try and do visualizations. Or maybe you won't do them at all. Some people don't like visualizations, and that's fine. You don't have to do them. They're not needed. You don't need to see anything. You don't need to hear anything. Meditating is just about clearing your mind and relaxing. And that's all you need to get out of it. So, this is my meditating video. Meditation video. And once again, totally check out my DeviantArt if you want to know random crap about see my art. I have random art. I also have random journals I can type up about random crap. Feel free to check it out. I'm sorry this ran way longer than any other video. My God, 30 minutes. Yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions I didn't answer here, have any videos you want to see, feel free to ask me. And you guys have a super day.